It's week 5 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the Eagles, next on EA Sports.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah. To get rid of that interception bug. 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. They find some open field here. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run now with Gaskin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. But then maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going for. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out. To the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Tua. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Gaskin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is Gaskin on the carry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2, he only got 1. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and 10. Watson, and incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's third down. Here's Watson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Watson now to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Watson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon Davis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Smith with a grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. A quick pass to Kupp. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Untitled Chapter. Defense.
A And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 31, Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll fire deep for Rager. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Gaskin again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Jalen Phillips.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson
setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And connecting quickly with Goddard.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
2nd and 9.
Tua going to throw.
He's got long, his tight end complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is caught at the 20. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Another run with Gaskin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Tua now on first down. Steps away to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Tua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Watson on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by Cup and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15 he goes. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now it's Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the side.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Lindsey will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Watson's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Sanders, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get this up to about the 40.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On second down, right back to Lindsey.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down 21-14. A minute 53 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Pass complete, Goddard.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
Still shedding tackles. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A throw over the middle taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Tua to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Tua.
Going up top for cut. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Hardman on the return.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw of the OT session for Tua. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. And that will be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Watson, his first throw of OT. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Another run with Sanders. 53 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They can't tackle it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. Now Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.